In this video, I'm going to work on just problems 4 and 5. They are very much like what we were just doing with 1, 2, and 3. So I figured I would just do a quick video to show those. Feel free to just look at the key if you feel like you're confident with these. Totally fine. All right, so problem number 4, we need to convert to that standard form that we like. So I'm going to go ahead and divide everything by 144. Helps if I put the 1 in front. There we go, 144. All right, so I believe, yep, all right, I did have the right idea there. So this is going to turn into y squared over 16. Whoops, sorry about that. Stop that. Let me move that so my hand keeps hitting it, or stops hitting it. So there's x squared over 9 is equal to 1. All right, so center, we're making these pretty nice and easy. At least I hope you think that. Center 0, 0. All right. So if I look, then my transverse axis is going to be along the y-axis. And I'm going to count 4 up and down. So here's 4. Here's negative 4. So that tells me that my vertices are going to be 0, 4, and 0, negative 4. And that's going to curve up, and that part's going to curve down. So there's my sketch. And of course, the last piece I'm looking for here is going to be my two foci. So c squared is going to equal 16 plus 9. It's the a squared plus b squared. So that's 25, which means c is equal to 5. All right. So that's going to curve there and there, which gives me foci of, let's see, what would that be? 0, 5, and 0, negative 5. All right. So let me move on down to problem number 5 here. Same idea. We're going to divide everything by 64 here. Okay. So this is going to be x squared over 16 minus y squared over 64. Is equal to 1. And if I graph this, center is going to be 0, 0. So let's see, here's 0, 0. My x is the positive fraction, so that means my transverse axis is going to be horizontal here. So I'm going to count 4 and 4. So that gives me my two vertices. That is 4, 0, and negative 4, 0. All right, so this is going to curve left and right. And then to figure out my two foci, we're going to do c squared is equal to 16 plus 64. So that's 80, which means that's the square root of 80, which is equal to 4 root 5. And yeah, you can absolutely figure out, I think it was 8.9. I did it in the last video. And that's one of the things with these problems, because we want to make sure that this isn't a ridiculous value. Some of them are going to look very similar if you do any practice with these. So this is going to be right about, actually, that would be way further out here, because that was only, this was 4. This is supposed to be 8.9. But that's where the sketch comes in. I'm not going to be too picky about it. I would definitely argue if you somehow told me your foci are sitting, I'll put a little blue X mark spot. If you think your foci are sitting here, then that's a bigger issue because that's not at all correct. But if you're doing a sketch like this, your foci are fine. So what are the two foci? That's going to be 4 root 50 and negative 4 root 50. All right, so that's going to be the end of this quick video. I just wanted to do problems 4 and 5 because they were so similar to questions 1 through 3. And then I'll do a separate video for 6, 7,